What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never. Today I'm going to be covering Jasmy. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
So it's actually pretty cool to see that we have nailed Jasmy twice from a technical analysis standpoint. So we initially had it drawn in a massive falling wedge where you can see it was trading at 0.3 of a penny. And this is Jasmy now trading at over 0.5 of a penny. And at its peak, it reached over 0.6 of a penny. And had you guys taken this trade, you could have made up to 93% gains in 2 weeks. And if you compare that to the stock market, the average return is 10% in a year. That would mean we made in 2 weeks what the stock market makes in over 9 years, which are actually pretty incredible gains. And if you enjoy making gains in the crypto market, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Help me pump that algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. But then after this explosive move in our previous Jasmy video, we projected out a bull flag due to the bearish divergence and the tweezer tops. And as you can see, it is pretty much filled out perfectly. But anyways, I'll go deeper into the charts at the end of the video. So as I said, Jasmy is currently trading at over 0.5 of a penny. Its market cap is 265 million, which ranks 145th among all cryptocurrencies. And its circulating supply is up to almost 49.3 billion out of a max supply of 50 billion, which is about 98.6% in circulation. And that is fantastic to see because there will be basically no dilution. And if you're looking to trade Jasmy, I recommend using Binance, Coinbase, or KuCoin. I think those are the 3 easiest centralized exchanges to use. Now, because I have new Jasmy viewers in every single Jasmy video, I like to talk about this all-time high that it has on CoinMarketCap, which is $4.99. And it reached that 3 years ago, and it says it's down 99.89% since then, which looks absolutely terrible. But what you have to understand about this is when it was reaching these levels, there were significantly less Jasmy tokens in circulation. As I said, right now we have 98% in circulation. At the time, it was probably closer to 10% in circulation. Just to go a little deeper into that, if you look at market cap of and you compare the current market cap of Jasmy to the all-time high market cap of Jasmy, which was 1.25 billion. If Jasmy got to these levels, it'd be trading at a price point of 2.5 cents, and that'd be just under a 5x, which obviously this is nowhere near $4.99. Just for a better comparison, if you compare the current market cap of Jasmy to the current market cap of Ethereum, which is 254 billion. If Jasmy got to these levels, it'd be trading at a price point of $5.27, and that'd be a 980x. So if Jasmy were to get back to its all-time high or even break its all-time high, it's going to have to reach a market cap close to Ethereum's. And that is very unlikely. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is not to make you think that Jasmy is a terrible investment. I just simply don't want you to have super unrealistic expectations that Jasmy has a chance to go back to a $5 all-time high, because again, that is very improbable. But now, to be completely honest, there's not a lot of Jasmy news out right now. At least not any news that I haven't covered in my previous videos. So instead, I'm going to show you guys some macro news that can still heavily affect Jasmy's price action. And just because this tweet is very entertaining, let's take a look at what they posted November 23rd. So this is Bitcoin's price on Thanksgiving Day. Back in 2010, we were at 28 cents a coin. And then 11 years later, we were at $58,927 a coin. And then 2 years later, we're at $37,035 a coin. But what is crazy about this is even if you look at 2022, where we are $16,353 a coin, there were so many people out there saying that Bitcoin is dead, Bitcoin's going to zero. But just think about that for a second. In 12 years, we went from 28 cents to 16,000. Had we not been at 58,000 the previous year, everyone would be amazed at 16,000. So just get some perspective from a long-term outlook. But now I would also like to talk about what they posted November 22nd. So the SEC commissioner says there is no reason for us to stand in the way of a spot Bitcoin ETF. And keep in mind, this is an SEC commissioner.
We have heard a lot of reporting in another matter that has gotten a lot of attention regarding a spot ETF, that there is ongoing conversations between issuers who have filed some of these applications and individuals at the SEC. And I wonder if you can shed any light on how much you as a commissioner might be involved in that, or really if this is just happening at the lower staff level at the moment.
No, again, I really can't comment on that, but I think I've been very transparent that I've thought for many years now that there is no reason for us to stand in the way of a spot Bitcoin exchange traded product.
And if you've watched my channel in the past at all, you know I am extremely bullish on the Bitcoin spot ETFs. I've said many different times I think it'll help bring trillions of dollars to the industry. And what's interesting is there are a lot of people out there that believe that this tweet right here is connected. So the US government criminally charges Binance with the following: conspiracy, conducting unlicensed money transmitting business, and violating International Emergency Economic Powers Act. So the rumors going around right now were that the SEC was not going to approve a Bitcoin spot ETF until Binance was under control. Now, only time will tell whether or not that is actually true, but CZ is now facing 18 months in prison as part of his plea deal. So this is definitely something to keep your eyes on. And I will also say, if you are currently storing funds on Binance, you definitely might want to reconsider that, as you should ideally never store funds on a centralized exchange. You've probably heard this phrase a lot, but it's true. Not your keys, not your crypto. So just be smart about what you do. Now, I would also like to go over the crypto fear and greed index. So as you can see, we are right now greedy at that 76 level. And it was just last month that we were at 72. So this Binance news has dropped us quite a bit. And it actually dropped us all the way down to 63. So why measure fear and greed? The crypto market behavior is very emotional. People tend to get greedy when the market is rising, which results in FOMO. Also, people often sell their coins in irrational reaction of seeing red numbers. With our fear and greed index, we try and save you from your own emotional overreactions. There are two simple assumptions. Extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That could be a good buying opportunity. On the contrary, when investors are too greedy, that can mean the market is due for a correction. Now, obviously, this is not the end-all indicator. I want to be clear about that. But from my experience, it's usually pretty accurate. For example, I was showing you guys this indicator when we were down at that 42 level and Bitcoin was trading at 26,100 and we were fearful. I was saying, realistically, this is when you should be buying cryptocurrency, as you're seeing a lot of bearish news surrounding the industry. But again, we are now at that greedy level, and realistically, this is when you should consider taking profits. Obviously, that's not financial advice. Do what's best for you. But I just want you guys to understand the sentiment of the crypto market. Now, for the final part of this video, we'll get into some technical analysis. So this is Jasmy on the daily time frame. And as I said, had you guys taken this initial falling wedge, you could have made up to 93% gains in 2 months. And then after that, we had drawn it in a bull flag. And this bull flag has a measure move to over 0.6 of a penny. Now, measure moves do not always play out, but there are also a few other very bullish indicators. The first one being that the 21-day moving average has broken above the 200-day moving average, which is a golden cross. And typically these signal an explosive move is coming. In addition, price action is also currently using the 21-day moving average as support, and it's bounced off of there at least 5 different times, which is a very good sign to see. And ideally, we do not want to see it close a candle beneath. If it does, I will turn bearish in the short term. Now, the RSI is starting to reset and the stochastics have completely reset. And then if you look at price action, we swing from a lower low to a higher low. The RSI is higher low to lower low. That is Class A bullish divergence, which typically signals a local bottom has been reached. So to be completely honest, Jasmy actually looks really good on the daily time frame. And personally, I wouldn't mind taking this trade at all. However, the reason I am considering not taking the trade on Jasmy is because what I am seeing on Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is tied to Jasmy. But I will say it's not only bearish, and I will start off with the bullish indicators. So the first one being that you could argue that Bitcoin was trading in a bull flag, and it actually started to break up, and it has a huge measured move to around 42,000. And I like to see, similar to Jasmy, that price action is currently using the 21-day moving average as support. And as long as we do not start trading beneath the 21-day moving average, I might stay bullish. However, my big issue right now is that I do not like chasing parabolic moves. And the reality of Bitcoin is it has went from 26,100 to over 38,000 in around 3 weeks. And then if you look at the 3-day time frame, the RSI is extremely overbought. And then even if you come over to the weekly, it is extremely overbought. And the weekly time frame has had 6 massive green candles in a row. Now, obviously anything can happen, but personally, I would like to see a little bit more of a retracement first. In my experience, chasing a parabolic move rarely works out well for you. But obviously do what's best for you. You can make money in the market when prices are rising or falling. And just always remember, macroeconomics significantly outweigh technical analysis. So if all of a sudden the Bitcoin spot ETFs were to get approved, that could skyrocket the entire market. On the contrary, if Binance were to crash or something terrible would happen, that could tank the entire market. So just understand, in the short term, crypto is going to be extremely volatile. Anything can happen. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments, where do you think the crypto market is headed within the next few weeks? If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.